Hello and welcome back to Byron's Adventures, and we are in, well, technically Sturgeon territory, but we are going to be fighting the Botanians for the most part. And as you can see, they have over 15,000 strength, basically almost double our strength, and, well, that's not particularly good, is it? No, that is not particularly good. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and siege Sibir. Now bear in mind that Sibir has 417. I have 316 in my army, so I should theoretically be good to go and do this. And who knows, maybe we'll attract a couple of, well, should we just say targets? Because basically that's exactly what they are. They are targets with the exception of a massive army. If there is a massive army, then of course I will be running away promptly in the opposite direction. You know, that's just how it's going to have to be, unfortunately. But anyway, we do have a number of prisoners here. I actually just wanted to show you that just the sheer number of these prisoners actually being able to be recruited here, it's just crazy. It's just absolutely insane. And bear in mind that some of these are even really high level noble units as well. So that's very good. And look at that. I've increased my party size from 316 to 359 now, which is really great. So let's see what happens. Bear in mind that we are up against, technically it's a Sturgeon clan, so maybe I won't have to really worry so much about this. Not entirely sure. It is going to be very far away from any of the Botanian, well, hopefully any of the Botanian armies. That's the point. It is going to be far away from them because I would expect them to be somewhere in their main territory area, and that's the main reason why I decided to go up here first, because that of course is going to make all the difference in how much time we gain. There's Ragnvad, actually, hilariously enough. Ragnvad is of course the leader of the Sturgeons, or the prior leader of the Sturgeons. Aha! Oh, what's going on here? Aha, we've taken a castle. Very nice indeed. Look at this. Okay, this is actually fantastic. So what I'm going to do is we're going to resolve this straight away. And I'm going to be giving this to Godun because he doesn't have any fiefs at the moment. And it's going to make it much more likely for him to stick around. So I'm going to give this to him. And hopefully we will have a good resolution from that. Hopefully he will stay with us and not be so much of a complaining guy. Anyway, as you can see, that's what he has. I actually did... Oh, whoa, okay. I actually did give him about 400 influence, and apparently he has now used that influence to buy this castle, basically, you know, because he increased his own support, I suppose, to you know, kind of get the claim on it, which is absolutely fine with me. I don't have a problem with that because it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Definitely kind of makes sense. And did I... Yeah, I did actually put that in reserve before we traveled over there. That was good, because otherwise we would have been in a pretty bad situation with one of our onagers already being destroyed. There's Bellathor there. I'm actually unsure who Bellathor is. I don't think I have really interacted with him that much, so it's probably going to be a bit interesting to see. Let me actually just take a look. Can I do that right now? Yes, I can. Okay, there we go. So Bellathor, what is your name? Yes, your name is Bellathor. What is your name? Oh, it's Bellathor. Oh, okay, very good. And, oh yeah, as you can see, he actually has a child that is grown up. Interesting. So he is a part of the... oh, he's... Okay. He's a part of Mantios's clan, and they own Balgard and Takor Castle. That's actually pretty significant. Unfortunately, I don't believe I will be able to persuade Mantios in any way to join us, because he does have a town, and usually people that have towns are really hard to persuade. So yeah, that's going to be a bit difficult. But anyway, as you can see, we are very much even in terms of the amount of numbers here, and I'm very much hoping that because they have built ballistas, that this will be a very easy victory for us indeed. Oh, wait, what happened there? What happened? Oh dear, it wasn't good. As you can see, the kingdom of Byronia has suffered a great loss today, and it looks as though they're actually fighting against Caladog, who is the leader of the Botanians, and that's really, really bad. That is really, really bad. I'm actually kind of surprised that they got themselves taken prisoner, but I guess it's because our forces are running around with let's just say, not so good units, you know, not so good units. So I'm probably going to have to do something about that. I will have to rebuild one of these things, because we are going to be losing one. But thankfully, as you can no doubt tell, even though they are actually doing quite a bit of damage... Oh no! Oh no! All of my onagers have just disappeared. Okay, it seems like I will have to put some in reserve and build some more. Ah, and it looks like we've already taken another castle. Look at that. We've already taken another castle. Okay, so I guess I will be giving this to one of these guys. I have no idea which one really deserves it. I suppose I will give this probably to... They don't have any fiefs. Tassinor has no fiefs whatsoever by the looks of things, which is really bad. And he has one. So I will be giving this to Tassinor. That just makes sense if he doesn't have a fief, which I think he probably does, but for some reason it wasn't showing it. No, he doesn't. Wow. Okay, I actually had no idea that that was the case. Okay, well, it's very, very good that we were able to give him something then, wasn't it? Okay, so yeah, now let's get back to construction. And as you can see, we just have our one last onager almost done. And bear in mind that we're having some issues with food at the moment. So I am going to have to probably retreat relatively soon if I am unable to head into the siege soonish, you know? It's not going to work otherwise. It's not going to work, guys. Okay, come on. We can try this. We can do it. Yes, destroy all those ballistas. Thank you very much. Can we destroy some more ballistas? Yes, there we go. Thank you very much. Okay, come on now. We need some more of that. I've got 4 days remaining. That is so incredibly pitiful, isn't it? That is really, really bad. Yeah, I should have just bought a huge foodstuff supply before I headed on over here, but I was so excited, you know? I was really excited to go and do this. As you can see, we are actually slaughtering some animals in the meantime, which is not exactly something I would like to do at this point. I feel like that is not exactly great, but look at this. We're getting the walls down, you know? We're getting the walls down. If we can just continue slaughtering a couple of the animals, we should be okay. You know, we should be okay to continue onward here. Unfortunately, it seems as though the ballistas are now absolutely... Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go. Don't worry about this, though, because this is going to be easy enough to find somewhere where I can buy some grain and things like that. Probably just go back to the town. But first, I think it is about time that we take care of Mr. Bellathor. He has been shadowing us for the last minute or so as I was making my way back to the town to buy food. And I didn't really want that, if I'm honest. You know, I would prefer to be unbothered, shall we say, unbothered by the likes of him. And so that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to try and take him on, and hopefully I will be able to take a look actually at the various units that they're going to be running around with, because bear in mind that this guy is actually an Empire vassal or ex-Empire vassal, so he's probably going to be using quite a few Empire units, but he's also going to be using a lot of Sturgians because obviously he's in this area, and I wouldn't be surprised if he uses a couple of Battanians as well. So we're facing a multicultural army here, which might very well be quite dangerous, especially considering we've seen how effective Empire units combined with Crusade units can actually be. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Oh, that was a nice hit. If ever I saw one. Very good indeed. Okay, come on. We've got to be a bit careful about these guys as well, because they do have thrown weapons. And while the Sturgians are not exactly the most amazing of units, they are good at thrown weapons, that's for sure. They are very, very good at thrown weapons. I hope my forces will actually be able to kill that guy, because he's just going to be running around. Wait a minute. Okay, fine. If you're not able to kill him, then I will. If I can. Oh, there we go. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, we got him. That was actually hilarious. I thought to myself, oh, I'm going to embarrass myself here. Oh, yes, I certainly am. And, yeah, almost. Well, maybe a little bit. Anyway, I'm hopeful that we will be able to bait the enemy into actually coming at us here, because, let's face it, they don't have any cavalry, by the looks of things. They actually just threw away their cavalry pretty considerably. And now this is going to be a case of me just running around them, doing some massive damage. here and there. And, oh, who's that guy? Oh, I did 43 damage to him at the very least, so that's pretty good. And as long as I can continue shooting them in the back and in the side and all that wonderful stuff, we should be in a great position. As you can see, Sturgians are actually not that bad. I mean, they do have shields, which really does make a big difference to their survivability. But you got to remember that Barney the First actually did fight primarily with Sturgians, and he actually, you know, fought almost solely with Sturgian units in his army for the most part, for most of the time that he had his career in Sturgia. And then all of a sudden, boom, we just didn't have anything, and well, it was all due to the snowballing mechanics that I think Tailwelts has now fixed somewhat, because as you can no doubt tell from Byron's campaign, we do have a pretty nice spread of thieves, and there are a lot of different factions that actually have a decent amount of combat strength. So I think the changes that Tailwelts has made an impact. They have definitely made an impact on the snowballing effect. And if you didn't know, by the way, if you're coming in at this point and you don't know what the snowballing effect is because you haven't seen the original playthrough of Bannerlord, then, well, let me tell you. Basically, it was all down to vassals losing relation with each other and basically losing relation with their liege. And what that would do is that would basically increase the chances of these vassals leaving their previous faction. And as a result, what it would do is make enemies stronger, if you can believe that. Yeah, it would make enemies stronger because what would happen is, let's say, I don't know, let's say one of our vassals got himself taken prisoner or lost a fief. So let's say he lost a fief. That would then lose relation with us in the snowballing patch, and then it would basically be a case of, oh, you lost relation with me? Oh, okay, I'm going to leave. And then the vassal leaves and probably takes his fief with him. And then it just basically makes the enemy faction just that much stronger, which is obviously not how it's supposed to be. You know, it's not how it's supposed to be. So they've actually changed how the relation works in between those people. So that's really, really good. Anyway, I only have 2 days of food remaining, so I'm hopeful that this guy will not actually oh yeah, it seems like he's going to be really insanely annoying, isn't he? Okay, so let me actually just run away from him then. I can't believe I'm going to have no food. This is basically the first time that I've had no food in a very, very long time. Oh, there's fish over here. I might be able to buy fish from them. Come on. Go, 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 go. Ah, yeah, we slaughtered a couple of animals, but that's not enough. Okay, come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, it's looted. Are you serious? Really? Oh, well, never mind, never mind. Oh, Diathma is actually under siege. Are you serious right now? Okay, that is definitely not good. That is definitely not good. I will be making my way over to Diathma as soon as possible. Okay, phew. I made it just in time, I think, because as you can see right here, if I can get the pop-up, yeah, look at that. We only have 59 troops remaining in Diathma. I actually can't believe that they were able to do so much damage to us, to be honest. So I'm hopeful that what I will be able to do... Oh, I can't actually talk with him? Yeah, it seems like I can't actually talk with him. So it seems like I will have to allow this to be taken at the moment, which is definitely something I didn't want to do. I really didn't want to allow this to get taken because I really like Diathma. I think it's one of my favorite towns to control because I think it's got a really nice defensive area around it as well, because it can't be approached from the north. It can only be approached from the south area. So it's really nice to actually see that. But, hello. Can I... No. Unfortunate. I was actually hoping that I would be able to sneak in there, but I was a little bit unawares of what I wanted to do, but, oh well, never mind. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make peace with the Botanians. No, you're not going to give me money, sir. I'm going to give you money. Oh, wow. Oh, what? What? Why? Why is it so cheap? Why is it so cheap? It's probably because he's taken the castle. That's the reason. He's taken the town, shall we say. That's what he's done. He's taken the town, and that's exactly the reason why he's perfectly happy to do this. As you can see, there's only 157 defenders here, so technically what I can do now is I can launch a surprise attack against them if we want to. You know, if we want to do that, then we can do it. Now, I have to be a bit careful about this. Now, the main reason why I wanted to do that is for the sheer fact that so many of our vassals were taken prisoner, and I kind of wanted to get them out of their respective prisoner holds and things like that, because that's obviously going to make us much more powerful in the long run. And that's my goal, of course, you know, to make us as powerful as we possibly can. So now that we've done that, it's a case of choosing our next target, because here's the thing. I actually wanted to take Sibir. I think we would have easily been able to do it. I just needed to have more food. And as you can see, I still actually have only 6 food. Well, 6 days of food, shall we say. So, and we've actually lost a pretty considerable amount of our territory with Diathma falling before the Botanians. But as you can no doubt tell, they have a pretty massive army. And what are they actually running around with here? Let's actually have a look. They have clan warriors, horse raiders from the Sturgians. They have Botanian horsemen, 63 Oathsworn. I'm actually unsure what's going on with the Botanians, to be honest, because I haven't really looked at their troops in a very, very long time. So let me actually just take a quick look here. And Oathsworn. Are they good? Oh, they're really good. Okay. Excuse me while I get out of here, because they've got 60 of those guys. That's pretty harsh. That is pretty harsh. I guess the next best place for me to go is actually going to be Amprila. Amprila is my next most fortified location. So I'm going to be heading on over there and seeing if we can do something. Oh, wait a minute. The Aserai have declared war against us. Okay, that's actually not even that bad. If we have a good amount of vassals, then I should be able to do quite well against them. But as you can see here, these two do not have fiefs anymore for some reason. It seems like they have been taken. I'm not entirely sure how. Because Varagos was actually taken very, very recently by the Botanians. Yeah, okay, so they just bothered to not defend them. So, yeah, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Super, super problem. Oh well, never mind. It's absolutely fine, because what we can do now is we can refocus our attention on the Aserai. We can see exactly what they're doing, and if we can, we'll probably make peace with them or something like that, because I don't really want to run all the way down there just to fight a bunch of them and then to run all the way back up. It kind of doesn't make that much sense. Going to take the Botanian Oathsworn even, and yeah, hopefully they'll do quite well for us. I'm going to take even more units than I did beforehand, and I am going to have to go into the trade screen, see if I can buy some food here. Can I buy food? Wow. Not much food. Okay, not much food. So, yeah, it seems like we are having... Oh, we have tile. We have tile, but we obviously took that in our persuading of Calatilde, so it was less about warring. Who's that? Ah, Northern Empire. I'm actually wondering, can I make peace with this guy? I would actually like to make peace with him if at all possible, so let me see if I can catch up to him. Is he actually running faster than I am right now? He's running at 4.0. No, he can't catch. He can't escape us. That is perfectly fine. I actually wonder whether I can make peace with him. Yeah, of course. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, I believe he is actually part of a mercenary band. Yeah, I think that is actually a mercenary company, so yeah, I won't be attacking him or anything like that. I just don't see the point at this moment. So what we're going to do... Oh, Barnabas was taken prisoner by some Z Raiders. That's fantastic. Oh, well, never mind. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to buy pretty much actually every single piece of food that they have here. I have 11 days worth of food. It's just not enough. Ah, now what do we have here? Oh, yes, we have a wonderful, wonderful spectacle, I suppose you could call it. and we are going to be attempting to tackle them. Now, bear in mind that there's actually quite a few units around here, and they're all from the Northern Empire. Look at this. They are all from the Northern Empire. And you know why? Oh yeah, one of our forces defected from our faction, and as a result has now taken Xorberax with them. And wow, I didn't actually expect him to be able to go in there, but apparently he was able to. That is not exactly great. Well, that's interesting. Oh, Heckard, hello there. You seem to have come out. You seem to have come out of the safety of your base. Or shall we say your stolen fief, because generally this was ours beforehand, and he decided to steal it. So yeah, anyway, what I'm going to do here is we're just going to take a couple of traits with the siege there, and +1 companion for each town you own, or plus 30% more production from farms. I think plus 30% more production from farms is pretty good. Someone actually asked in the comments how old Byron is now, and he is 89. Yes. 89. That is pretty significant. That is pretty significant. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see if I can... well, we're obviously going to achieve a victory here. I would expect a victory. I mean, we outnumber them. We have a massive power level. Should be absolutely fine. But you never know. Sometimes you do suffer some pretty surprising losses from situations like this. So we probably want to be a bit careful. Oh, what? Thought I would have hit him from there. Oh well, never mind. This guy does have some pretty decent armor. Oh, or maybe not. Or maybe not. There you go. Alright, so let's have a look. Let's move our people over here. Get them into the trees, and we'll tell our horse archers and various other people just to charge in as well. Now, I think what I'm going to do, I think for the most part, the best thing for me to do right now is to try and make peace with basically as many people as possible. Try to recruit as many horse archers as I can get my hands on, and then just go to town. Then just go to town against absolutely everyone that we can, and just try to utilize the power of horse archers once again. So, as I said in the previous episode, one of my strategies was going to be to basically capture a huge amount of step bandits, and then use those step bandits and upgrade them into noble units. And those guys, as we know, are fantastic. They're really, really powerful. So it would be really nice to have as many of those as we can possibly get our hands on. And if we can do that, then we will be in a much, much better situation, like massively better situation, to be able to defend ourselves and defend our lands from the encroaching menace. Now, do bear in mind, however, that it is going to be maybe a bit difficult with horse archers only to be able to take thieves. As we've seen before, it is not impossible, because I can get the walls down, and if you get the walls down, then it's a pretty simple thing of just going in and, you know, eliminating as many of the enemy as we possibly can. But it is much more difficult to do it if you don't get the walls down first. So it's a bit of a toss-up either way. You can decide to go for it or not. It's completely up to player preference, of course. And but yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking we're going to do now. And what I will try to do is, after dealing with the Northern Empire here, because there are just they're all congregating in this area for the sole reason that Xorberax is their only fief, and there's so many of them. So I will hopefully be able to do something about that. As you can see, we lost 0 actually. Lost 0 people, which is actually very nice. And we can now take every one of these betraying bastards prisoner. Oh yes. And you know that if Byron was not such a nice guy, he'd probably be separating their head from their shoulders quite often. But personally, I feel like that's more a thing that Barney the First would do, and I kind of want to stay kind of true to Byron's theming for the most part, because I know that I said, oh, you know, maybe we'll execute some people, but I think it's just way too against his character and the way that he acts and things like that. So it would just be very much out of character to do that. Anyway, let's have a look here. Let's see if I can maybe get... Okay, how fast are they going? They're moving at 4.0, 4.7. Alright, should be able to catch them. Right. Yeah. I have no... Okay, so now here's the thing. I have no idea why my AI armies are constantly getting taken prisoner, because enemy AI armies, they're perfectly fine, you know? They're perfectly fine. They're all doing dandy stuff, you know? They're absolutely, you know, perfectly safe. And yeah, that's not particularly good. So yeah, let me see if I can catch up to one of these guys. I'd like to catch up to Lucon if at all possible. But he's moving at 5.7. I'm moving at 4.7. There is no way that I'll be able to catch this guy ever unless he runs himself into... okay, no, still won't be able to catch this guy ever by the looks of things. Huge Vlandians coming in from the side here as well. That's actually crazy. But yeah, this is the rise of the Northern Empire. There's pretty much nothing I can do. I will not be able to besiege this town. And I can only hope that they declare war against someone else, I suppose. That's pretty much the only thing I can really hope for at this point. And I guess what I will do is I will head down to Azerai territory and I will try to make peace with them. And then I will, as I said, try to form an army of solely noble units and various other high-tier Khuzate archers. Horse archers, that is. And we'll see how that goes. So it's going to take me a bit of time because obviously that is going to be an off-screen endeavor. I don't think you want to see that, do you? I mean, it's not particularly riveting. But anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.